Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard, always fit and trim, 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Sugar Ray Leonard. This one has all of those big... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? There's a counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A perfect counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much free hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Can you imagine walking into this tub, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Crawford is dazed. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Here we go. It's round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Punch, counter punch. You couldn't write a script like this. Whoa, wait a minute. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. And down goes Crawford. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
got the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the... Let's get it started in round 3. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Stamina is off the charts. That hook doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Solid punch. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Good counter punch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Very close round with 10. Hold that thought. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here we go to the 4th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Stamina is off the charts. Catch and shoot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Time for the 5th round. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Just missed with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these... Oh, wait a minute! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. It somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Did you see that? Crawford is dazed. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Even I've got to see that again.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give...
Let's start the 6th. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Well done with that counter shot. Crawford's legs are all over the place. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Every time they throw a shot, it looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
To make or break a fighter.
Round 7, here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
counterpunch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counterpunch. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.